Welcome, everyone, to Huntington, West Virginia, Jones C. Edwards Stadium, home of the Marshall Thundering Herd. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Marshall Thundering Herd. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will put toe to leather and we'll get started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress at defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The Thundering Herd needing a ton of ground to get it to that first down marker. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Marshall will be forced to punt. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock.
There he goes. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on first and goal.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point splits the uprights. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the option, he'll do it himself. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Marshall comes to the line facing third and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. The option look. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Past the 45. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Spillman. He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a 1st down for Marshall. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
Boy, they got the completion there, and it didn't go very far, but the big fella with a nice catch.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Thundering Herd was stuck with some tough field position, but now a chance to get a drive going. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll ride his man on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd!
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They want to run this quarterback. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. Line getting set on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Ackerman. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch him, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. he had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Turning it on. Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Marshall!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll try it over the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Grab behind the line. It's Ackerman.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Wolverines will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing goes straight up like a rocket. Tell the blimp guys to look out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The officials... the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Elliott. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Jones. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Wolverines looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
It'll be third and long. They want to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. To give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got a little space. Nice pick up on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released. First down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Marshall quick to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Herd! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Give to the running back. Running into the open space.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them. But you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31. It is a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Caught in the backfield, it's Penn. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They boot it away on 4th down. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the toss. Finding an escape route. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there today in Huntington. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones C. Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Michigan offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
That's a really nice job by the defender reading the route. When that guy flies off the football, I'm thinking deep, deep, deep. He sits down with that hitch. I sit down with it, too, as a defender. Break on the football and get a hand on it. Nice play.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. Going for the big play. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. On the option. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. The give to the fullback. Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stopped right at the 2. And the Wolverines buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. From his end zone, he'll go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll try the toss to the left. Spins away from the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Now on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Marshall! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Makes the catch. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Split backs here. Second down, he'll throw it. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
He'll loft one deep down the left side.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
No good. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. On the option. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the option. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Caught. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Hurd! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Jones. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Marshall quick to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Michigan State notched a victory in enemy territory. And though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from East Lansing is worth its weight in gold to the Spartans. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Elliott. And that defense is all over that one. No room to run after the catch. 2nd down coming up. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit.
Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Gets the back moving. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. And he'll be brought down.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
The option look. Now the pitch. Got enough for the 1st. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. The pitch. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps. To the football, nowhere to go.
Marshall needs a near miracle on this 3rd and long. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got it. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's looking to throw. Trying to bowl his way in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
So here comes the Michigan offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. You got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the returner is stopped. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Got room to work. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. They want that clock to run. Breaks into the open. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And they're not on the same page there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He'll pitch it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. And lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Motion from the back. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Back's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And how about it, man? Just aggressiveness. When you've already got the lead, you got a comfortable lead. You're sitting pretty, but this offense, actually this coach says, I want more. I want to get this onside kick, and not only do they try it, they get it.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's looking deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Trying to take it back. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.